Hey everyone, it's Alvin, and you're watching another YouTube episode of The Biz. I want to jump into something really quick. Yesterday I made a video dressed as Million, and sadly I wasn't able to upload the video or edit it because it was too long. So I'm going to, you can see the video on my Facebook page. Those of you that know me, I have it on Facebook. It's up. But I do have a blooper on YouTube, so when you get a chance you can check the blooper out. It's quite funny because I didn't even know the camera was on. Alright, so jumping in, I told you yesterday that I was going to be talking about my top 10 best and worst dressed of 2012 at a certain event. And I had a lot of time to think about what event this year that went on that I was able to scratch on, and I thought maybe I would scratch on the Grammys or the Oscars or any awards show, but I chose the 2012 Met Gala. And I'm gonna start with, I'm looking at my notes here so I'm gonna start with my top 5 best dressed women in my opinion at that place. We're going to start with Sofia Vergara coming in at number 5. She came in at number 5 wearing a beautiful Marchesa dress. The reason why Sofia came in at number 5 is because I really thought that she could have put a little bit more effort into her hair. She just slicked it back and put it behind her ears, and I thought, you know, this is Sofia Vergara. She should have had like maybe it up or a beautiful ponytail, but that dress is beautiful. Now if you want to see any of the dresses that I'm going to be naming and the stars who wore them, you can Google them. Google it, Google Met Gala 2012, and they'll all pop up. You'll get a fashion roundup of everything that I'm talking about, and you might even see some dresses that I didn't name but you might like, or you might even see the dress that you don't like that I liked, and you may not like it. So so yeah, we're gonna keep it rolling. So Sofia Vergara, she's the star of Modern Family, and then she's starring in the upcoming Smurfs 2, and I want everybody to, you know, see that she's a wonderful talent. She's also a really great dresser when it comes to the red carpet. She wears the most beautiful gowns. I know that her favorite designer is Carolina Herrera, but she chose a Marchesa dress for this event, and I was quite surprised because I would have thought that she would have chose something a little bit more on the couture side than what she chose. So okay, moving on. So moving on is Glee star Lea Michele. Lea Michele wore a dress by Diane von Furstenberg, and let me tell you something. That dress is absolutely fantastic. It is a risk taker dress for her because I've never seen her wear any kind of dress like that before in my entire life. So when she is giving you this beautiful low cut, and then it's got slits here and slits there, it's fantastic. It's fabulous. I live for the dress. I think it's beautiful. I think everything about her look was fabulous. I don't really know too much about Lea Michele. I just know that she's on Glee, and right now she's acting alongside Kate Hudson, who's been on Glee for this past half of the season now. Like I said, I'm not a Glee watcher, but for all you Glee fans out there, that's what I know she's doing. So we're gonna jump into our next one, coming in at number 4. Is it number 4? See, this is how I always mess up, but you know what? I'm gonna keep this rolling because I've already had to reshoot this 3 times. So we're gonna keep it going. So coming in at number 3 is Paula Patton. Paula Patton wore a dress by Vera Wang. Fantastic. I thought the dress was gorgeous. It's like this cotton candy pink champagne color. For those who don't know who Paula Patton is, she's married to Robin Thicke, the R&B Caucasian sexy singer. The man can blow. Okay, she was also in Precious, and then she was also in The Last Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise. I don't know what she has coming up, but I will keep you posted if you guys care about Paula Patton, because I do. I think she's a great actress. The dress is beautiful. You know, I really never see Vera Wang do dresses because mostly she's known for wedding gowns and sometimes even her bridesmaids gowns. And I thought, looking at Paula Patton, I thought she was going to come off looking like a bridesmaid. No, she came off looking very high fashion. I won't say couture, but I will say it was a very beautiful high fashion dress. So, you know, I'm going to move right along to Miss Jessica Alba. Jessica Alba wore Michael Kors, and Michael Kors is, if you guys don't know who Michael Kors is, he is one of the judges on Project Runway on Lifetime. Jessica Alba, if you guys don't know who she is, she's the Invisible Woman from the Fantastic Four. She's been in a whole heap of movies. But this dress to me was very beautiful. She threw her hair to the side, and it was a gorgeous dress. I really can't really elaborate on it because it was simple, but it was out there, and it wasn't couture. It was fashion. Now, coming in at number one, are you guys ready for number one? Is Miss Beyonce in a Givenchy dress. Beautiful dress. It was sheer, and it was black, and it had a train. Gorgeous dress, and she wore her hair slicked back in a ponytail, and you would have never known, giving birth after 3 months prior to that gala, she had a baby. She looked fantastic. Now, for those who don't know what's going on with Beyonce, if you probably heard or you already know, Beyonce is actually going to be headlining the Super Bowl halftime show in February. That's going to be fantastic. I cannot wait to see what she's going to do. So, you know, there won't be no wardrobe malfunctions, no middle fingers, or anything like that. But we're going to see what Beyonce is going to do. Of course, she's going to turn it out. They're not going to be spilling any secrets about what she's going to be performing. But it's probably known that she might be doing, you know, Crazy in Love. Or she might be doing Single Ladies, which is a big hit. And, of course, she might do something off that last album, 4. But she's just signed a big deal with Pepsi as well. So I'm trying to just wait and see what she's going to do. Maybe she'll spill the beans a little bit. You know, as this year, Madonna was the headliner. And she headlined the Super Bowl. And it was fabulous. You know, the Super Bowl halftime show got more ratings than the football show itself. So there you have it. And congrats to Madonna. She outsold Lady Gaga in her on her MDNA tour in North America. So big ups to Madonna outselling Lady Gaga. Somebody needs to. Apparently people still want to see Madonna. Hey, I want to see Madonna. So okay, now we're gonna jump back into my top 5 worst dressed at that Met Gala 2012. Coming in at number 5 is Rosario Dawson from in wearing Calvin Klein. She wore a hideous leather dress to the Calvin Klein event. Now, it was a gown, but I probably would have I liked the gown, but not for that event. She could have wore that gown to maybe like the VMAs or the Grammys or something like that. But she wore it to next. So coming in at number 4 is Chloe Sevigny, and she wore Miu, or I don't know if I even said that designer's name right, but her dress, where was the dress? She had on, looked like miniature CDs, and she had on bra and panties. Chloe, 2 words, tacky, okay? That's you just looked horrible. Sorry. And I can't really say anything else about that dress. Coming in at number 4. Wow. No, I'm sorry. Coming in at number 3 is Heidi Klum. She wore a Escada. Need I say more? I think she can't dress, period. It just looked like lace wrapped around a... I'm speechless. Sorry, Heidi Klum. Alright, coming in at number 2 is Kirsten Dunst. If you guys don't know who Kirsten Dunst is, she was Mary Jane in all 3 Spider-Mans. She was in Interview with the Vampire, but she was in I guess Christmas came early for her that month because she looked like Mrs. Claus in that dress. It was by Rodorty and Van Cleef Apparel, and it was a 2-piece. It was just a long dress, a long skirt, and a jacket with a black belt around it, and the collar was white. I want to put a hat on her and dye her hair gray and call her Mrs. Claus, because that's exactly what she looked like. And coming in at number one, coming in at number one is Sarah Jessica Parker in Valentino. It just looked like Valentino, the designer himself, just ripped that off his curtains and wrapped it around her and said, "Go walk the red carpet." So, and Sarah Jessica Parker, if you guys don't know who she is, she's from the Sex and the City franchise, the show and all that stuff like that. But that's it. That's pretty much it. I can't really elaborate on any more of these horrible gowns. But what I will say is that I enjoyed giving you a bit of a fashion roundup and all that stuff like that. If you do like what you heard or all that stuff like that, then you know what to do. But I just want to leave on a good note and say thank you for the few views that I've gotten. This is the 4th official video, and I'm really happy that I got to share what I like in fashion and all that good stuff. My song of the day actually comes from Mariah Carey. It's from her 1999 Rainbow album, and the song is Against All Odds, Take a Look at Me Now, and it's a remake of a song that was originally recorded by Phil Collins. So take a look. If you guys have that, Vivo it or YouTube it or do whatever. But thank you guys for coming and joining me. Tomorrow we're gonna elaborate on some stuff. We got a lot of good things gonna happen on the next webisode, or whatever I want to call this, YouTube, the Bizz. So this is Alvin Black, and I am signing off. And thank you once again for joining me. Peace and love, everybody.